Welcome to Sakir and the Bahrain International Circuit, where the grid is forming up ready for today's race. Bahrain represents an exceptional 3.36 miles of racing. Lots of opportunities to overtake throughout its 15 corners. Now, this track has built a reputation for being brutal on the rear tyres, so keep an eye on how these young drivers manage their rubber. Strategy here could ultimately determine the winner of the race. Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race.
Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position,
with Paul Aaron alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Fittipaldi for sure, Ollie Behrman, Bortoletto, Miata, Miney, Maloney,
Rafael Villagomez,
Pepe Marti, Hauger,
Taylor Barnard,
Roman Stanek, and Dirksen, Hajar, Martins, Amory Cordial, Correa,
Colapinto,
Crawford,
Zach O'Sullivan.
Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, he is Alex Brundle, and we have changeable conditions today, Alex. How does that uncertainty affect the strategy?
Well, uncertainty is what strategy's all about, but it absolves the teams from the responsibility of running both compounds of tyre. They might have to use that wet tyre, of course, and then the question is, where do those crossovers lie between the wet and dry conditions?
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck. Good job, nice overtake. understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Caution, caution. The track is clear, green flag. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, P15. You're in P15. Okay, that's Hadja just ahead of you. Push hard. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Stanek behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. And 11 laps to go. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Okay, Hadja's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1 minute 43.4. And you're closing by 4/10 a lap. Keep it going. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.